Closed captioning provided by the UT Haslam College full-time MBA program. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here.
Let's get ready to work to win. Let's go.
This is it.
Butch Jones leads the Tennessee Volunteers, running through the tee on a Saturday night.
A passion that knows no equal.
Takes off to the 20. A touchdown, Tennessee.
For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Let's own expectations, man. Let's go.
From the heart and soul of the Volunteers Day.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
This is Tennessee. This is the Butch Jones Show.
I've been waiting for this one.
Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card. Only from the official bank of the Vols. First Tennessee. By Dish. Introducing the Flex Pack. It's a skinny bundle from Dish, official sponsor of the Big Orange. By the Ford F-150. Tough runs in our family. See your local Ford dealer today. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols.
Dave, down to the final play of the game on opening night at Neyland Stadium as Tennessee beats App State 20-13 in overtime. Quite a second-half comeback by your football team, Coach.
We suffered some adversity, and I thought our football team showed some resiliency, some adversity that we created for ourselves, some adversity that was created by playing a very, very good football team. But we finished. We came away 1-0. A lot of great teaching points as we move forward, and now we have to make the transformation from game 1 to game 2 and really improve on our deficiencies. We did some things, Bob, that are very, very uncharacteristic of Tennessee football in terms of having the ball on the ground and the overall execution and the small details. And when you're playing a very good football team like App State, with the schemes that they do defensively and offensively, 1 6-inch step, 1 6-inch hand punch can mean the difference between winning and losing that one-on-one battle.
Game was over and App State was kind of meeting there on the field. You went into their huddle to talk to them about the game and how they played.
Great respect for that football program and their coaching staff and the way their players play the game. And I wanted to tell them that they have a long season ahead of them and they're going to win their share of games. And I really respect the way they play football.
But you talked to your team all summer and actually since last year about finishing games, winning close games, fighting to the end, and they did that in the game against App State.
We were able to do that. We got the game into overtime, and there was a stretch where it was 13-3, and they were going in. They were in scoring position, and our defense stepped up and created some negative yardage football plays. And then they missed the field goal, and then obviously the big play to Josh Malone to really get some momentum going. But not only finishing games, Bob, but with this football team, we also have to be able to start fast as well.
And so Tennessee was able to get the win over App State. We'll show you highlights next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Opening the 2016 season on a Thursday night certainly is special, but the Vols have demonstrated dominance on this day. Check the stats. Tennessee has chalked up 25 wins all time during Thursday night action. Moreover, the last time a Tennessee football team opened the season on a Thursday was 1991, when the 11th-ranked Vols traveled to Louisville to beat the Cardinals 28-11. Carl Pickens led the way with a pair of touchdowns, a 75-yard TD reception, and a 67-yard punt return for a touchdown.
Check the stats. Dish introduces the new Flex Pack. Learn more at dish.com/Vol. Catch the Vol on Dish, proud partner of the Big Orange.
Excellence is a journey that you choose to take. It's a choice to be the academic medical center in the region. It's a focus on not asking what's next, but discovering it. Excellence is having physicians on the cutting edge of medicine, training future generations of physicians. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Being a First Tennessee customer makes you very, very comfortable and very confident that you're getting the best of the best in terms of customer service, innovation, and updated technologies each and every day. First Tennessee provides everything to be successful in a convenient way, especially with the online banking and the mobile banking. And the most powerful word you can use is trust, and I trust them with all my banking. I tell anyone who wants to bank with the best, follow me to First Tennessee.
Here we go. Everybody now, hurry. Here we go, good job, people, good job. Yeah, here we go. Right there, get it over there. Here, pass it, here.
Getting involved locally is important. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has agents in more Tennessee communities. Find one near you at FBITN.com.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
Wanna break the rules. I just wanna break the rules.
They open the tee, and on a Thursday night at Neyland Stadium, the Tennessee Volunteers come running through the tee to open this 2016 football season. Coming near side, Kerr trying to get to the outside, stiff arm to the 20, to the 15, and out of bounds.
Scratch the so nice, gotta hear it twice.
Drops the throw, long downfield to Malone. Malone behind the secondary, makes the catch, breaks a tackle. He's going to run in for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tennessee wins on opening night against Appalachian State. And Coach, you were talking about first games, you never really know for sure what the other team's going to do or how your guys are going to react under the lights, and that was the case against App State, wasn't it?
First games are the games of the unknowns. There's new individuals in leadership opportunities. There's new individuals on special teams. There's new schemes. They have so long to prepare for you, so you never really know what's going to happen. So you really have to be able to communicate, and you have to be able to handle sudden change as well.
This game was all about big plays on both sides, and sometimes good and bad, wasn't it?
A lot of learning experiences. Again, understanding situational football, when to throw the ball away, some critical third downs throughout the course of the game, and even some fourth downs as well.
All right, one of the big plays was Tennessee fumbles a punt, and App State early takes advantage of that.
Sudden change, and that's uncharacteristic of Cam Sutton. He took his eyes off the ball. But again, if we're protecting him, he's probably there to recover it. But again, it's all in how you handle sudden change, and that'll be a point of emphasis again this week, is we have to be able to take the field defensively and force that team into kicking a field goal.
So let's pick up some of the highlights. And, of course, full house at Neyland Stadium as the Volunteers come running through the tee to start things. And then first quarter, App State takes advantage of that turnover.
Well, this is a play right here where the quarterback's read the defensive end, and they're gonna arc release the fullback here, right there for the drop down support. We actually have an extra hat right there. We have to get off the play now, and we have to go get the ball down, and we overrun it here again. So everything is about leveraging the football. If we leverage the football, we're going to force the ball back to 39. Kendall Vickers here as he's coming. We're not able to do that, and they get the ball in the end zone for a touchdown.
Taylor Lamb, very good running quarterback, gets the score, and App State goes up 7-0.
Again, we talk about scoring touchdowns in the red zone. We weren't able to do that, which again, we have to continue to improve, but we need 3 points. And I tell you what, to see Aaron Medley make some big kicks for us, that was the difference, as we all know, in the football game.
Kicking with a lot of confidence, Aaron Medley. Now another big play, as we talked about, App State.
Again, we're bringing a pressure, and so our defensive end, Corey Vereen, actually does a very good job right here. He's going to take the running back out of the backfield. He's in a good position. But the thing that we didn't do is we had a missed assignment up front with a defensive lineman not running through his gap, or the quarterback never gets the playoff. And again, these are all points that we'll go back and teach our players, and it's those difference of 6 inches that we spoke about early on in the show.
Good catch by Marcus Cox into the end zone, and Appalachian State leads 13-3. That was the halftime score.
This is a 3rd and 3 on the 28, and again, this is something that we'll continue to to talk to Josh about. And right here, he's got to throw the football away. We have 3 points in our back pocket. Do not throw the ball up for grabs. And again, everything is a game of momentum, and momentum plays in the first half. They had all the momentum, and Bob, when you look at it, you're going to suffer adversity through a football game and through a long season. And I think we suffered about as much adversity as you could possibly handle in this game, and our players were able to overcome all these adversity things. And that's what we talk about in our football program. One of the sparking points of the game, or momentum plays of the game, Cam Sutton does a great job here. We're in a cover 2 scheme. He does a great job of reading the upward tilt of the shoulders of the quarterback, and then makes a spectacular diving catch for an interception. And that really kind of started to turn the momentum a little bit and get our great crowd into the game as well.
And that's film study right there. Cam knew what they were going to try and do.
Well, it is, and that was also on a 3rd and 12. And I thought App State, for the most part, controlled the field position game. And so when you can create turnovers and 3 and outs, that helps obviously in winning the field position game back. This is a key 39-yard field goal on 4th and 7 that gets us within 1 score, and that was big to see. It makes it 13-6.
Now another big play, a 3rd and 9. Josh Ballone's first catch of the game.
3rd and 9, and you're going to see the next play we're going to come back. That's a highlight, is the touchdown, but it would have never occurred if we don't make the critical 3rd and 9. And Josh does a great job of standing tall in the pocket. Offensive line does a good job of pass protection. We have a simple curl flat combination. Josh does a great job. Now those are those 6 inches of being able to break tackles, and he may have scored on this one.
But he does score on the next one.
1st and 10 play, a 67-yard touchdown pass, and we're running a jet sweep action, trying to confuse the linebackers with a token fake to the running back. Again, offensive line does a very, very good job of providing the ample time and protection that's needed to make the throw. And then obviously Josh Malone here wins his one-on-one, goes up, makes a good play on the ball, and then finishes it and gets the ball on the checkerboards. And that's when the momentum of the game really started to change. That puts us at a 13-13 tie with about 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter.
And a big play defensively here for Tennessee. This was 3rd and 5.
This is a 3rd and 5, and it's Corey Vereen and Malik Foreman coming in, and we're bringing the nickel blitz here. Bob Shoot dials up a good defense here, and you can see Corey Vereen does a great job of what we call spiking inside the left tackle and then getting vertical. And that was critical because not only was it a 3rd down play, Bob, but it was also a negative yardage football play that backed them up.
Yes, and that pushed him back and missed the field goal, so the game stays tied. Now, we go into overtime.
Going to overtime, this is on a 3rd and goal. Again, Josh has to take care of the football here. He's trying to make a great effort and get the ball in the end zone, but hey, we still have 3 points into overtime, and this may be one of Jalen Hurd's most important touchdowns of his career right here. You can see him at the hash on top of your screen, and then watch his burst and explosion to go fight for the ball and recover the ball. And these are things that we work on in practice all the time, is recovering fumbles. There's a technique to it, and he did a great job of that, and obviously that was the difference between winning and losing the football game.
Because there were 3 Appalachian State players there, and he just outfought them for the football.
There was, and then it's all in how you handle your body. You can see him coming in at the end, ball's on the ground there, and you can see him scoop it up.
Big play, and that gives Tennessee the lead in overtime. Now this is a 4th down play. App State needs to score.
4th down play, we're in a cover 2 shell. Micah Abernathy does a great job again of reading the offhand of the quarterback. When that offhand of the quarterback comes off the ball, he should be breaking and driving. He does a great job of breaking and driving on the ball. Incomplete pass, and again, Vols win, and it was a great way to to get a victory, again winning in overtime, and again our team showing some very, very good resiliency down the stretch.
Mike and Abernathy had a very, very good game, didn't they?
He did a very complete game, and not only in terms of defense, but on special teams as well.
So Tennessee gets the win in the opening game. The Volunteers take it in overtime 20-13. We'll have more coming up next here on The Butch Jones Show.
It's time to honor the Tennessee Vol Scholar of the Week, brought to you by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com, innovation that excites. This week, we recognize Josh Dobbs, who is majoring in honors aerospace engineering. Josh has spent the first part of the last 2 summers completing internships with Pratt & Whitney, working on fighter jet engines. Josh is a 2016-2017 Vol Scholar with a 3.0 GPA last year, as well as being on the 2015 SEC Fall Honor Roll. And that's why Josh Dobbs is the Vol Scholar of the Week.
This is not the land of good enough. Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced, powering America's largest, fastest 4G LTE network ever, with 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities, coast to coast. Welcome to the next-gen network.
Tomorrow's fuel is here today, at home in abundance. America's natural gas is cleaner, more reliable, more affordable, and more efficient, delivering greater stability and dependability with lower costs and emissions. Contact your local natural gas provider to look closer at a versatile resource that can serve your family and community for generations to come.
Good or better? The Hyundai Sonata versus the Toyota Camry. The Sonata has an available panoramic sunroof. The Camry? No. In the Sonata, available Android Auto. The Camry? No again. And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Sonata from Hyundai.
With CPI Security's InTouch system, you get complete protection, control, and convenience right at your fingertips. Arm your system, lock your doors, and make sure everyone is safe when you're not home. During an emergency, you're quickly connected to our award-winning monitoring station, delivering a fast, personal response when you need it. Call CPI today to get a complete InTouch system, including an interior and outdoor HD camera, touchscreen door lock, and thermostat installed free. That's over $2,100 in free equipment.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon, the better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life. And by Food City, the tailgating capital of Big Orange Country. And proud sponsor of UT Athletics. Food City, value every day.
I'm Maddie Glab here with Eric Ainge, a guy that needs no introduction. This is the Film Room, a segment where we're going to break down the X's and O's, a different concept each week. This week we're talking about a fast offensive line. Now when I think about an offensive line, and a lot of other people I bet, I think big, massive, macho guys. We're talking about a fast offensive line. Why?
And I would say our guys are still big. I mean, 300 pounds is big no matter how you cut it. But we're talking about fast guys because versatility, sideline to sideline, and a tempo. We play with a pretty quick tempo. Downfield blocking is the first thing I want to talk about, though. We'll talk about all these different things. Downfield blocking, straight ahead speed. Watch these first 2 plays here from Bowling Green last year, 2015. Down set Hut, ball's handed off to Jalen. Watch Coleman Thomas, starting center. Wrap around and get the lead block there. Jalen's walking into pay dirt. Down set Hut, wrap around the edge, speed, goes and gets second, third level blocks with these guys. Not just receivers that have to get those blocks, it's fast athletic linemen. Second play right here. Coleman, again, we'll see it from the back angle, it's even better. Coleman Thomas, down set Hut, there he goes, pulling, wrapping around for the Mike linebacker. Going and getting the block, Jalen doing what he does, again, scoring another touchdown. It's these downfield blocks. South Carolina, we had a good example. This is the right tackle, though. This was Chance Hall. This is a screen pass to Alvin Kamara. Looks like a drop back pass. Down set Hutt. Josh does a great job setting up for pass. And there goes Chance running the alley, getting the kick out block. And Alvin walks into pay dirt. These linemen having the speed and athleticism to see and the wherewithal to know what's going on and then run and go get that block and go get that kick out block or wrap around and get that Mike linebacker. That's what's springing these long, explosive runs.
And a fast offensive line doesn't just mean run game.
No, absolutely not. You know, run and screen game, those are the first two things you think of. Quick, easy passes and the hammer run game. It's drop back passing game. If this was a drop back pass right now, you have to be able to drop back, see the stunt, down set Hutt, just run it real quick. Look, inside, stunt, blitz. You have to be able to see what's going on, set inside, blitz goes out here, peel around the edge. That's not straight ahead speed, that's quickness, but it's the same thing. It takes a great athlete.
Now what about engaging your blocker?
Pull up the Georgia clip real quick. That's probably the best one for us to teach off of right there. This is Dylan Wiseman pulling now and Coleman getting the block. He's going to block back and we're going to pull Dylan. In order to get around the edge and get those good downfield blocks and show that speed and athleticism, running sideline to sideline like we're showing, you have to engage that block and show that speed and athleticism getting off the football. Down, set, Hutt, ball snap. Watch Coleman go get that block and fire off and engage that defensive tackle. And then Josh goes and scores a touchdown right here against Georgia. Big touchdown in that football game. From the other angle, last one right here, goes and gets the block. Dylan pulls and gets the kick out. And then Josh goes and gets the touchdown right there. Good block by Ethan Wolf. We'll just give him a quick shout out right there too. He's always making good blocks.
Now you're engaging hard, but do you need to disguise a downfield block?
Now, once you're there, just get in the way. I mean, you're fast enough, athletic enough to get there, throw and roll and get in the way and watch the guys go score.
This fast offensive line that Tennessee has shown is going to continue to show this season. Is that the norm or are they ahead of the curve?
I think we're a little bit ahead of the curve on that one, but it's becoming the norm with the fast up-tempo, sideline-to-sideline offenses. But really, to me, the most important thing it provides you is depth. You know, you got a center that can bump out and play right tackle. You got a right tackle that can play guard. You had a guard playing left tackle last year. I mean, you got guys that can play all 5 positions, and you got a 7 or 8 man rotation that allows you to have the guy who's pointing out the mic all game long. If you, God forbid, have an injury, he can slide around and you can pull guys from other spots on the field with their hand in the dirt, and you don't have to take someone from the sideline. That's an invaluable asset as a play caller.
It's about being able to rely on the guys that have been on the field all game.
Yep, that's a tight unit.
Well, thanks for breaking it down for us. I understand it more. I hope you guys do too. Bob, we're going to send it back to you.
Thank you, Maddie. Offensive line play is so important in college football.
Well, very, very important. And it's 5 individuals working collectively as one unit. And that's very, very difficult. And an average football play lasts 4 to 6 seconds long, but everything is about your pre-snap communication and then playing the play and then your post-whistle effort as well and getting lined up. But communication is at a premium.
You have to find a lineman who has intelligence. They've got to have some strength, but they got to be able to move. It's a rare combination to get really good ones.
And physicality and a mental toughness about themselves and a snap and clear mentality. And you have to be perfect. Like I said, 1 6-inch step that's a little bit off, you're not going to get to your landmark on the linebacker. And our offensive run game is based off of 3 premise or 3 core values: numbers, angles, and grass. And you're looking for the numbers. Where can you get the mismatches? 5 to a side, 4 to a side, 3 to a side. And then what are your blocking angles? And if everything's equal, you go to the field, you go to the grass. So everything schematically is based off of those 3 concepts.
And one thing now about this team, you've got depth in the offensive line. Now that means competition in practice, and that makes everybody better.
You need competition. We've been set back a little bit with the injury of Chance Hall, and we look forward to the next couple of weeks of getting him back. But you can never have enough competition. And that's a group that you can't be 5 strong there with the 5 starters. You need to go 10 deep. So we're continuing to develop that depth as we speak right now and going on throughout the course of the season and in the recruiting process as well.
That's the offensive line. We'll talk about Tennessee's defensive line with Coach Steve Stripling when we come back next year on the Butch Jones Show.
Tailgating doesn't have to be work anymore. Kick off your game day with Tailgate Tennessee. Located inside Circle Park, Tailgate Tennessee offers premium tailgate packages with private tents, TVs, food, and much more. You park the car, we'll do the rest. For more information, visit tailgatetennessee.com. Presented by Zaxby's and Dish.
When my father started Food City, he held his stores to the highest standard of quality. He believed that every store should have a knowledgeable butcher so that customers always got the most for their money. Now today there are Food City stores in 4 states, and you'll find certified Angus beef in every one of them, and always at a great price. That's value, and that's what you'll find at Food City.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
1 Tennessee. 1 sustainable goal. 0 waste in Neyland Stadium. No sort recycling. Now 0 excuses. Made possible by Eastman, Food City, and Waste Connections. No sort makes it easy to be a good sport. Tackle sustainability. At Tennessee, good sports always recycle.
To win championships, first and foremost, you have to win with people. It's all about an organization. It's all about a total commitment. Just like First Tennessee, they win with people on a daily basis. From the professionalism to the convenience that they provide myself and my family, and also just staying up on the top of things, the latest trends in banking, the customer service, the convenience, and the passion by which they go by each and every day. They understand the volunteer spirit.
The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 120. Brought to you by Hyundai. Proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
Slap back! Run up! Run up! Aggressive head, bam!
Tennessee defensive line coach Steve Stripling is not known for a relaxed style of coaching.
Run off the ground!
We call him Mr. Positive. We tell him, all right, Coach Strip, we count how many times you yelled today, Mr. Positive.
Ready, set!
He's known for an in-your-face style of coaching.
That ball, ready. I don't want to see any balls on the ground. Let's go.
They say I have a short fuse, but they know in the long run, even if I'm real intense with them, I'm going to find them later. I'm going to pat them on the back. They know I love them.
Set! Attaboy, attaboy, shy!
Coach Stripling likes to focus on the details.
ATD today, attention to detail. Ready? Attention to detail day, attention to detail. Attention to detail, so everybody's running.
He's all about the littlest things, and they make the biggest differences too. I mean, this much is the difference between getting a sack and not getting a sack.
I want you to violently rip your arm.
Coach Strip also focuses on his players.
You guys are locked in today.
The defensive line says even though he's hard on them in practice, he treats them like they are his family.
Khalil, you know how pretty that was?
He wants all of us to hold each other accountable, and he just wants us to be like a big brother system and look out for everybody. He's real into family.
I love the way you're working, man. Good job, good thud up, good suddenness.
Coach Strip really somebody I know that I can count on, especially being away from home 8 hours. In Knoxville, I know that's always somebody I can go to and count on.
The players can count on him because he takes the time to care.
To be honest, I spend more time with them than I do my immediate real family. So I want them to know that they can come to me. I always tell them, hey, come in and close the doors, just you and I want to be there for you.
Attaboy, Darryl! Great rep, Darryl!
I think it's just because he cares. Like, I mean, I honestly kind of think of him as like, you know, kind of like my dad.
Good.
It's easy to say football's family at Tennessee, but it's the truth when you have coaches on staff like Steve Stripling.
Boom.
Regardless of the situation that's happening around you, they've got a rock, they've got a steady figure that's going to be with them through thick and thin. I'm going to defend them. They're my guys, so I'm going to stand up for them, and so I think that's important for them to know.
He may get on you in practice because your eyes were in the wrong spot.
Put your eyes in the right spot.
But he does it because he wants the best for his defensive line.
We're a defensive line team. You understand? We're leading this team on our shoulders.
It's a tough kind of love, and it works at Tennessee.
All for 1 on 2. 1, 2. Run.
For the Butch Jones Show, I'm Maddie Glab.
It's amazing the relationship Coach Stripling has with his players, isn't it?
It is, and he's a great family person, a great individual, and he becomes a father figure not only to our defensive line but to our entire football team. And then not only him, but his wife Gail does a great job as well, and they have built quite a bond with our defensive line and our football team, and Miss Gail is around all the time, and that's what our program is based on, is the core value of family. And there's more to football, and it's also being a mentor and being a father figure, and Coach Stripling is definitely that.
And you two have been together a long time now.
We have, and I trust him, and he's a great technician. He's very, very intense, and our players believe in him, and you can see the transformation on a number of players just by the way they use their hands and their stance mechanics and their get-off.
You know, you talk about a family guy and how he likes it, but he's still a no-nonsense coach, isn't he?
No nonsense, and takes a no-nonsense approach, and our players understand the standards and expectations, what it is to play defensive line here, and the accountability that goes along with that.
When we come back, we will ask the coach here on the Butch Jones Show.
The Vols rushed for 120 yards or more this week. Download the Dunkin' Donuts app and get a free medium hot or iced coffee today. Vol fans, run on Dunkin'. Tennessee fans, it's time to lock in. On sale now is the official Tennessee football fan t-shirt for 2016. Lock-in shirts are on sale now at Vol shops on campus and at participating fan shops across the state, including Alumni Hall, Hound Dogs, Walgreens, Sports Seasons, and Food City. That's Lock In, presented by Dish.
Sophie, his 13th birthday. Gift, we've got you. Guitar, coming tomorrow. Road game today, surprise party tomorrow. Change of plans. Game tomorrow.
No, birthday tomorrow.
Hotel. Guitar, reroute.
Birthdays are on birthdays.
Party, relocate. UPS My Choice makes rerouting packages easy. How we're helping companies solve for the needs of customers like Sophie.
Life can be unpredictable. And with gaps in Medicare, you need to be prepared for whatever comes up. Our Medicare supplements cover many of the costs so you can have peace of mind, which has become quite a buzzword lately.
Buzzword? Peace of mind is 3 words.
Okay, Einstein, let her finish. Have questions about Medicare supplements? Visit fbhealthplans.com or your local Farm Bureau office. We've got you covered.
Every time you play the Tennessee Lottery, someone wins.
It's the final days of Nissan's Bottom Line Summer Event. Now save big with 0% for up to 72 months on 13 models and no payments for 90 days. Plus, get up to $3,000 bonus cash. Get to your local Nissan store today. Hurry, offers end soon. It's a Nissan, proud partner of the Tennessee Volunteers.
You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
Ask the Coach, but first welcome in John Bryce from CBS and 24/7 Sports, and we'll talk in a moment. But Coach, the question we have from Margaret Massey, what did your team learn after such a close game against Appalachian State?
We learned a lot, Margaret. I think first of all is we have a lot of work to be done. And it starts with a heightened awareness. It starts with fixing our deficiencies and having a workmanlike approach and making that big jump from game 1 to game 2.
What were the big deficiencies you saw on the team?
Negative yardage football plays, first down efficiency, more explosive plays. We have to be a better tackling team. And that's usually what happens in the first game, and just taking care of the football. All the small disciplines that we talk about playing winning football here at Tennessee. But also we found a way to win. And good football teams find ways to win when they particularly don't play their best football. And we suffered through some adversity, and we found a way to win. At the end of the day, we're 1-0. That was our goal, to be 1-0, and we're 1-0.
Butch, I wanted to ask you, I know you touched on it earlier in the show, the speaking to Appalachian State and their players after the game. Why was that important, not only to those guys, but for your team and your players to see that as well?
It was a gesture out of respect. I love the way they compete, the way they came in here, and the way they play the game of football. And I think if you asked our players, they would tell you the same thing. And it's a long football season, and one game doesn't define a season. It's 12 games, and it's hard to win in this industry. But I thought they fought really hard, and I wanted to tell them, hey, stay the course, and you guys are going to win your share of football games, and we respect the way you play the football game, and you're a good football team.
You spoke last night and again today about the maturity of your team, the poise of your team. How much more so, though, do you feel like you're a more mature and poised coach because you have been in so many of these battles now, particularly the last couple of years, a lot of nail-biter games?
Well, you have, and you have to keep your poise, and they're looking to you. And I thought we had a very productive halftime. As a more of a business-like approach. Hey, this is what we need to do. Everyone has to focus on the task at hand. It comes down, football is a game of 11 one-on-one battles. And it takes everyone's responsibility to work to win their one-on-one battle. And I thought our players came out the second half, and football is a game of momentum, and we're responsible for creating that momentum and the ebbs and flows of a game. But at the end of the day, we created the momentum plays. We created the critical plays that we needed to make to win the football game.
Coach, can we now officially start talking about the Battle of Bristol? I mean, everybody was talking about it for 3 years. Can we officially start talking about it now?
We can officially start speaking about it now.
Your excitement level about the game, the spectacle it's going to be up in Bristol, and more importantly, going up against a very good Virginia Tech team.
Well, it should be obviously a great venue, but for me, we have to worry about the task at hand, and that's playing football and playing a very, very talented Virginia Tech football team. They're very, very quick. They're very athletic. No huddle offense. They're going to challenge us getting lined up, and our defensive linemen are going to have to play extended plays in this game. And then defensively, we're going to get pressure from all over. We're going to get some zone coverage. We're going to get some man coverage. And then we have to take great strides also in our special teams game as well, which we take great pride in around here.
But with the atmosphere, the different setting,
can't
the
get
field,
caught
all
up
that
in
stuff.
that.
But how do you talk to your team about that?
Well, again, it goes back to being a mature competitor in the maturity of your football team, and you have to focus on the things that you can control. Those are all uncontrollable factors. You have to focus between the white lines and winning your one-on-one matchup.
Coach, congratulations on the win. We'll see you at the Bristol Motor Speedway next Saturday.
Look forward to it.
Coach Butch Jones with us, and we'll continue with more in just a moment.
Fans, please direct your attention to the video board for tonight's Loyal Fan of the Game. Brought to you by Hyundai. Vol fans are loyal. Hyundai fans are loyal too. Enough to be ranked #1 in customer loyalty 6 years in a row.
We are believers. Trust is earned in the field, where a full day's work will always tell the truth. We believe in what we do and what we have done. Who are we? #1 in subcompact tractors, #1 in compact excavators, and #1 in diesel engines. We are Kubota.
From hard work, humble beginnings, and the red clay of Tennessee, greatness is built, brick by brick. This is Coach Philip Fulmer. General Shell and I are proud supporters of Tennessee football.
Excellence is finding ways to solve new challenges. It's one of the reasons we created our 6 centers of excellence. Physicians from different disciplines working together to provide better solutions for you. It's a collaborative effort that pushes us to be our best and to provide you with the best care possible. Excellence is a journey that we take every day. The University of Tennessee Medical Center. Wisdom for your life.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
There's people who care where I'm going, and good friends who welcome me home. So get a full tank of freedom, drive the American road. And with a full tank of freedom, find your own highway. We'll take you wherever you go. Take you wherever you go.
The Butch Jones Show is being delivered by UPS, helping companies solve for today's rising customer expectations. Visit ups.com/solvers to find out more. By Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere. By Eastman Chemical Company, promoting sustainability. Remember, good sports always recycle. And by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We've got you covered. Get a rate quote online at fbhealthplans.com or at your local Tennessee Farm Bureau office. Time now for Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
Get out! Let's go!
Tennessee Trained starts in the weight room.
The weight room's your foundation, you know, is where you set the foundation for your body.
Knock it out!
Players spend a mass amount of time getting game ready.
You're working here literally 9 months out of the year to go out and perform 3 months out of the year. So you have to spend your time in here well, maximizing each rep, and you know, it's a grind.
Summertime is when the games happen, and strength coach Michael Sershin alongside his staff are there to propel players to the next level.
So we had an unbelievable summer. All the guys are stronger, they're more explosive, more powerful, in great shape, but now we want to keep that strength, we want to keep that power.
You got to give me everything you got!
You know, he's able to motivate guys. You know, come in some days and you know, he's playing cool music, everyone's you know, having fun, enjoying themselves, but locked in. And some days, you know, he comes in, he's more serious to get the guys focused and locked in on the task.
There you go!
Sershin plans workouts to fit the needs of each individual.
He's able to work his workouts around, you know, injuries, whatever it is, preventative things, as well as get quality lifts, you know, for each and every athlete. Because I mean, each and every athlete's bodies are different.
Josh did a great job really working on his balance. Cam continued to work on his flexibility, his hip mobility. He did a great job this summer.
The strength staff likes to point out quarterback Josh Dobbs and defensive back Cam Sutton because they put in the extra work.
Well, the first thing with both Josh and Cam is their consistency is unbelievable. They want to be great, and to be great, you got to put the extra time in. You got to take care of your body, and that's what they do.
There you go.
Sershin believes it is key to set the foundation in the weight room in order to excel come game time.
Good work, good work.
It's a mindset on everything we do. It all begins here. We got to get stronger. We got to get more powerful. They can feel it, but the thing is they have to believe it. So when they step on the field, they're 100% confident.
The team feels stronger thanks to summer workouts. The only thing left to do is hit the field for game day with the head held high because Team 120 is Tennessee trained. For the Butch Jones Show, I'm Maddie Glab.
No matter the day, it's always football time in Tennessee. Join the Vol Network each Wednesday at Calhoun's on the River for Vol Calls. Talk Tennessee football with head coach Butch Jones. Vol Calls, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. on the Vol Network.
It's your kickin' chicken sandwich meal. It really brings the heat. Is it hot enough?
Smoldering. I'm April.
I'm July.
Set your world on fire? Maybe. Indescribably good? Definitely. The Kickin' Chicken Sandwich Meal. Chicken fingers on Texas toast drizzled with tongue torch sauce and ranch. Served with crinkle fries and a small beverage. Only at Zaxby's.
Good or better? The Hyundai Sonata versus the Toyota Camry. The Sonata has an available panoramic sunroof. The Camry? No. In the Sonata, available Android Auto. The Camry? No again. And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Sonata from Hyundai.
Here we go. Everybody now, hurry. Here we go, good job, people, good job. Yeah, here we go. Right there, get it over there. Here, pass it, here.
Getting involved locally is important. That's why Farm Bureau Insurance has agents in more Tennessee communities. Find one near you at FBITN.com.
Oh, boy.
I just wanna break the rules. I just wanna break the rules.
Cobb is the tailback. This is Cobb up the middle, 20, 25-30, breaks outside 35, turns it on 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6, 79 yards, touchdown, Reggie Cobb.
Tennessee 1-0 on the season after the win against Appalachian State. John, I think a couple of things about the defense. A, they pitched a shutout in the second half, and that was critical.
Oh, absolutely necessary, Bob. And I thought we saw them get more and more comfortable as the game progressed. I thought we saw them get more and more confident and emotionally and reinvested after the loss of Jalen Reeves-Maben. I thought Cortez McDowell played incredibly well, especially to have been thrust into that situation so early.
It seemed like as the game went along, Tennessee's defense got a little more aggressive, knowing it had to take the running game away from Marcus Cox.
Yeah, it was very obvious that App State was not going to beat Tennessee on any remotely consistent basis with downfield passing. And I thought Tennessee rose to the occasion. I saw some leadership on the sideline from Danny O'Brien that I thought the team needed late in the second half. And I saw those guys continue to, again, gain confidence. And you could just sense that Cam Sutton would do something in that game to atone for that mistake. I love his leadership. I love his approach to the game. He's really close friends with Eric Berry, and you see it in the way he carries himself. Just tremendous respect for Cam Sutton.
His interception was remarkable. I think even Taylor Lamb was surprised that because he was on the out guy and then suddenly he switched to the deeper guy. I think even the quarterback was surprised that he made that play.
No, and then that comes from Cam Sutton's film study. I mean, when I talked to him at SEC Media Days the second week of July, Bob, he told me he had already watched 7 Appalachian State games at that point in time and had watched each game multiple times. So I think you see that he's really serious about being very good and being very much a student of the game who helps his peers out on the field. Just really love the way that Cam bounced back from that, and thought Micah Abernathy could have had an argument for our player of the game. He was splendid. You had 2 first-time starters on both sides of the ball, Drew Richmond and Micah Abernathy. You didn't call Drew Richmond's name all night, but that's almost always a great thing with an offensive lineman, and Micah Abernathy's name was called a lot.
On offense, though, Tennessee really struggled blocking Appalachian State and getting anything consistently going with the running game.
Yeah, I wish we had Coach for one more segment up here. We could have some extra breakdown time on that. I don't think they were really entirely healthy up front, Bob. If you go back and watch the tape, you'll see that Coleman Thomas was really heavily taped up. Now, I'm not saying that's why they got whipped on every play by any stretch, but I do think that that was a factor in the game. And this comes into play where these 2 extra rest days, to me, are really critical because that was a veteran Appalachian State team that did some things that Tennessee won't see a great deal of the remainder of the year, but particularly with that cut blocking, there's a little more knees sore today, a little more ankles sore, some joints that are a little bit more in pain today, the last couple of days since the game, because of the Appalachian State's veteran presence. So I think that was very key for Tennessee.
Josh Malone stepped up, made 2 great catches and big catches to turn the game around, really.
We talked on the game broadcast Thursday night, Bob. I've been sensing this. I've been waiting on it out of Josh Malone. I said then, I've known him since he was a sophomore in high school. I love Josh's approach. He's a very intelligent wideout. His mom's a principal, and he understands the game well. Now he's healthy, and I think he believes he's on the cusp of a big season. I believe that Josh is on the cusp of a big season.
You know, eventually they got the matchup they wanted. They got the 6'3" Malone on a 5'10" freshman cornerback, and that was really a big play in the game.
Bob, I think not just in that game, it's something we can look for over the course of this season. When you think about Tennessee now in the red zone, especially when Jason Kroom comes back healthy, you're talking about 6'4" or 6'5" Ethan Wolf, 6'5" Jason Kroom, 6'6" Jeff George, 6'5" Preston Williams, 6'3" or 6'4" Josh Malone. Jalen Hurd is 6'4". Josh Dobbs is a big, tall guy. I love what Tennessee can do in the red zone. Now the Vols just have to clean up a bunch of those mistakes and get much more efficient.
Time now to announce the AutoZone player of the game. Get in the zone, AutoZone. And the guy in the zone for Tennessee was Jalen Hurd. And not only because he rushed for 110 yards and had a touchdown, he also had the biggest fumble recovery in his career. The game-winning touchdown.
And I laughed and asked him about that as he trudged off the Neyland Stadium turf following a post-game TV interview. And I said, Jalen, you ever recovered a fumble for a touchdown before? And he laughed and he said, no, always a first. So
probably won't want to do it again, but it came at a big time.
Probably not. Let's not forget the fumble recovery that Dylan Wiseman had on Jalen Hurd. A weird night where, yes, an awful lot went wrong for Tennessee and the Vols still found a way to win, but they did get a couple of fortuitous bounces there in the second half.
4 fumbles in the game, they lost 1, and that's, you don't want 4 fumbles, but you only lost 1 of them.
No, and conversely, App State had some fumbles that it was able to fall on as well. Some botched handoffs between Lamb and the tailbacks a couple of different times. So both teams got some breaks. Both teams looked like they were playing their first game, but lots of improvement mandated for Tennessee.
Now it's off to Virginia Tech, the Battle of Bristol. We'll talk about that next here on the Butch Jones Show.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by CPI Security, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols. By Humana, over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by the Tennessee Education Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.5 billion to support education programs in Tennessee.
First Tennessee is the official bank of the Vols. They have backed us, they've been extremely supportive, and I am very proud to be partners with them as we continue to venture on this journey brick by brick. They are Tennessee. They're what this great state has been built upon. People, customer service, innovation, passion, and constant never-ending improvement. Based in Tennessee, they give their all for Tennessee each and every day. There's only one official bank of the Vols, and that's First Tennessee.
Why are the clothes always so damp? Why do they take so long to dry?
Because we have an electric dryer.
Dad, why is this house so cold?
It's electric heat. Just bundle up and go ask your mother.
Mom, why is the
Go ask your father.
Why did this take so long? Why is it dry? Why is it burnt?
Maybe we should finally switch to natural gas.
Finally!
Why haven't you switched to natural gas?
This is not the land of good enough. Americans don't celebrate the Good Enough Canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced, powering America's largest, fastest 4G LTE network ever, with 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities, coast to coast. Welcome to the next-gen network.
When my father started Food City, he held his stores to the highest standard of quality. He believed that every store should have a knowledgeable butcher so that customers always got the most for their money. Now today there are Food City stores in 4 states, and you'll find certified Angus beef in every one of them, and always at a great price. That's value, and that's what you'll find at Food City.
Our family, we're not like any other. We're spirited, tough, loyal. We believe in tradition and honor. Generation after generation, we're Vols for life. This is my family. And this is my truck.
It's all about family football and F-150 on a Tennessee Saturday. Now get F-150 with 0 for 72, plus 1,000 smart bonus on select vehicles, plus 500 Labor Day bonus cash.
Go Vols!
Time now for the First Tennessee First Look, a scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
Battle at Bristol this weekend, new head football coach, a lot of new names and faces on offense and defense, but the one constant is defensive coordinator Bud Foster. Coach Foster is known for his aggressive play calling in nature, a lot of man-to-man blitz, 4-down fronts, some zone blitz behind it. He's also known, though, in big situations and in big games to completely throw the curveball and change everything up. I wouldn't be shocked to see him change his zone coverage, change his man-to-man situations, and change those blitz situations and do something that nobody's expecting.
If there's been one consistent thing with the Virginia Tech football team the last 15, 20 years, has been their defense.
Yeah, and Bud Foster has done a great job with the Hokies defense. That lunch pail defense they talk about, they bring that lunch pail around to a lot of the games and on the practice field. And you can expect them to show Tennessee a lot of different looks. And hopefully in that regard, Appalachian State was a great preparation for the Vols because App State did a lot that I think Tennessee wasn't used to. We heard so much about Bob Shoop's exotic blitzes, and Tennessee didn't show those against the Mountaineers, but the Mountaineers showed a lot to Tennessee, and that's why there's a ton of good film to review.
And I think also from the fact that Tennessee really had a hard time blocking Appy State at times. Now Virginia Tech sees that film, so they'll try and do a lot of the same schemes to give Tennessee problems up front.
Yeah, Bob, and again, you hope that Tennessee gets healthier along the offensive front over the next 9 days, and you know that Tennessee can execute much more crisply, and you believe that Josh Dobbs can have a better game. And if Virginia Tech is overly aggressive, I think you've got a chance to see Alvin Kamara play a much larger role in the next game, and for Tennessee to be able to do some things, sliding those guys out of the backfield and working the middle of the field just a little bit more.
But it's obvious Tennessee has to be more efficient offensively, and they got to make bigger plays to keep getting to the point where they want to be this year.
Far more efficient, and they're going to need their veteran leadership and poise for entirely different reasons. You talked about it with Coach earlier, and I talked about it on a TV show the other day. Is the football game almost ancillary to the spectacle? In a lot of ways it is, with the big Colossus Jumbotron, the largest ever crowd, and the patches on the uniforms like a bowl game. It is very much an in-season spectacle, and Tennessee's leadership will be tested. It's good that Jalen Reeves-Maben will be back. It's good that they have all those veterans, and I think they'll be motivated to play much better than what they showed against Appalachian State.
So Tennessee wins its first game, and now it's off to Bristol for the Battle at Bristol next Saturday night at 8 o'clock against Virginia Tech. We will see you at Bristol and also see you next week here on the Butch Jones Show.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports, media, and entertainment company. Produced at the